Right, I didn't get through them all. I might have another bash. I am still laughing at my analogy. It's so fucking true. It's so fucking true. If you do that with anything, can't you? And were you upset so you're not fucking married anymore? We've been married for 10 years. So, 10 years ago, you held a metal tube with some ink in it and drew a wiggle on a bit of paper, and now you're letting it affect your fucking life. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's what it meant to you when you said it, isn't it? Feelings are real, feelings do matter. What was the other one? Sex. Or kissing. Why are you kissing her? Well, 'cause she's really fit. What do you mean fit? What do you mean fit? Can she run fast or something? What are you talking about? All right, she's pretty. What, you think she's pretty? You look at her face and think, ooh, look at that face. That's the kind of face I think is agreeable. I want to go and wipe my lips all over it, breathe in her mouth and lick her tongue. Why? Because I think it feels nice. Oh, me having a nice feeling experience in my fucking head. Oh, fucking get out your own fucking selfish head. You know what I mean? But it is just so fucking scintillatingly close. Scintillatingly close to what people do with mental health. And I did just post on Facebook about that. Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine if you were really fucking stressed out? Like, I've been in traffic for 9 fucking hours. So we clearly weren't the only one. You weren't. There was 10,000 cars in that fucking traffic jam, mate. Well, you're the one that gets to moan about it. How the fuck? How punch would you in the face them? Do you know what I'm saying? But why do you do that to mental health then? At the point where people are at that crisis level. Just because there's no tangible, measurable crisis to align it with. Well, not real. Well, none of them are real if you look at them. You know, why is it that objective process of what is an unpleasant experience? Because I'm not being fucking funny, mate. That's what I get done to me. That's what I get done to me in therapy. Is it stood back and analysed, and all it is this. Look, that's all that's going on, and it just makes me feel, you know, they're kind of saying, you know, look at you, stupid. Look at what you're making out of it. That's how it kind of always fucking comes across. But that was the one with sex, actually, right? Why do you fucking enjoy sex? What, nice feelings in your body? You know, that means what? You've got to close your eyes and start making noises and having some fucking deeply fucking personal blissful experience in your own fucking hedonistic little fucking life. Do you know what I mean? But the process, so physical feelings in your body create sensations inside you, all around you, and that has a strong and vivid and overpowering effect on your mental state. So why the fuck can't you see it? That happens with me with my mental health. But it's just a negative fucking physical experience. That's what I feel like rattling you by the throat by. Sorry, saying to you. It's true. You enjoy sexual experiences because they look good and they feel good. And whatever else comes into play in amongst that. But fundamentally, because they look good and they feel good, that's all it fucking is. Look at you all going nuts over it. Fuck's sake. I'm doing exactly the same to it as what everyone, not everyone, what so many people do to my mental health. So many people do to my mental health. And so when you look at something objectively, you make it sound like nothing. It's easily nothing because you've all got a subconscious. And you've now concluded, oh, then it's nothing. So you have that psychopathic approach to it. Nothing to do with me. It's not hurting me. Your fucking pain. It's like deliberate psychopathy. And so much of it is from people who think they're being positive to themselves and staying in their own lane and not getting dragged down by other people's dramas and And it's like, fuck. Society's fucked. It's fucked. It doesn't know what to say to each other or think to each other or anything. And it is a total hypocrite. It's a total hypocrite. What was my other thing called? This was quite a
I believe us to be on the verge of a scientific breakthrough with the...
I can't finish that moment. I can't do the science, dude. because there's no science. It's just, well, like all mental health, you know. What is it? It's all theoretical. Fuck off. You're theoretical. Theoretical that. Theorize this, bitch. But, so, it's kind of something that I've commented on before with like my noticing doing weird things and then thinking, yeah, but why didn't I do anything about it? And there's like a third person and a third person and a third person. So what it was, I was having a little bit of a tidy up. And again, I wasn't doing my commentating thing. I wasn't saying I'm doing recycling, I'm doing recycling, I'm doing rubbish, or whatever. So I ended up picking up my keys while I had a bit of recycling in my hand. And it was like there was some sort of divide. So there was the conversation about that, and then there was the conversation about the keys. And it was, what the fuck am I going to do with them? Where am I putting them? That was it. I need to put them with my wallet and my phone and put them in my bag, because that's where I started keeping them, in my little monster face bag, thinking, right, if they just always live in there. I keep trying these different methods, you know what I mean? I've tried racks, I've tried all sorts of memory joggling methods, and that's one of them. And I put them back down again. And then I'm going, what is it? Sorry, someone just commented on my post and it set me off on a thinkoid. I put the keys back down, basically. So I put the keys back down because I couldn't see my wallet, and it was like, hang on, I'm doing rubbish. And then I started commentating about how this is why I take forever to do things, because I keep starting to pick things out. I literally had moved my keys like 6 inches, and someone watching me would go like, right, why, what are you doing with that? So then I was commentating on that, and then I laughed at myself. And then there was a fourth person that said, right, why are you laughing at yourself? Like all these conversations happened in the time it took me to turn around. And it's like, basically I said, why are you cunting yourself off for tiny things? Why are you physically cunting yourself off? Look at that twat. It was that kind of feeling that I then laughed at, internally sniggered, like while I'm doodling about. Seriously, because there's another part of my kind of awareness that is just floating along with it all. There's lots of awarenesses in here. That's why it's difficult to meditate. Focus your awareness on which one? The pretty one? The fucking annoyed one? But it made me think about, so the traffic jam analogy, right? For someone who isn't shouting and screaming about it, they're stressed because they've been forcing it down. And, you know, it's like, okay, you know, God, I'm going to be late again, da-da-da-da, but it doesn't matter, I'll still get there, da-da-da. Not the only one in the world with problems, but it still affects them because they'll still be later on. And they'll still have all of those objective, like, markers that they were using of, you know, I am only in this position, but it's not working, is it? Because it's bubbling away under the surface. Congratulations. Imagine all that stress happening when there was nothing to cause the stress, and you'll know what my mind is often like, and why I'm always sighing, and why I'm always tired, why I'm always fucking exhausted. Probably why I'm always thin. Because it takes a lot of, I used to say it takes a lot of calories to be this awesome. It also takes a lot of calories to be this fucking stressed, and to be this mentally focused on not being so mentally unfocused. And a million and other fucking emotional fucking dramas that ping pong around. But I just thought, yeah. And knowing how this shit has been manifesting, and I'm going into some deep shit actually with the whole schema therapy thing. And how I was saying it's not actual conscious feelings of, and that means this, and that's because of that. It's like you can only see all that when you put it apart afterwards. It was just shit that was just happening, that was exploding in my face. Don't crack the joke. Lucky I had my glasses on because I was serious enough to take myself seriously there and not crack the joke about exploding in your face. But do I try? Why do I try? Hang on, I was going somewhere then. What the fuck was I on about? What was I on about? What is it? 10:20. Can't save it. Yeah, got it. So they were basically this, you know, like I sort of talk about these false interpretations of I love you means start worrying, or you love me, you know, when I love them, it's like, oh, for God's sake. And those, and they're the like automatic conclusions waiting to happen that I have to then try and rationalise my fucking head round all the fucking time and that sort of shit. But then if that negative fucking conclusion to everything's happening subconsciously, can you imagine? Can you imagine someone doing that every time you did anything? Because I've said it before, I get those automatically, even with things that I like. Even something think, oh, that's nice, you prick. There's like an automatic follow-up. Oh, look, you like that. And I've noticed it happening before. And I'm just like, how much of this is fucking subconscious? But then I'm thinking, well, if I'm starting to tune into it that much, because you see, if I'd not been that in my head and chattery and all of that, I wouldn't have noticed it, because I'd have just been in the doing things head, which is where I was trying to be. I was trying not to get distracted by these thoughts, because these are the thoughts I'm told not to get distracted by, because I need to do the things that are in the same world. And that's what I was trying to do. And if I'd have managed to stay there, this shit, I'm just thinking, it's everything I do. It's everything I do. You pick that up a bit stupidly. Oh, for fuck's sake, is that how you write a fucking letter T? Can you imagine if someone was doing that? I'm thinking, how often is that cunt here? And I know who put him here. But it's like it's me. It's like my feelings, my responses. But then I don't agree with them. And you know, you can say that means I think I'm mad or whatever. It just nothing makes sense, and it's when it makes sense and doesn't make sense in that kind of way. It's when it's not, when the sexual feelings are not allied with the pleasant feelings. Suddenly that process doesn't work. So that's why I'm using sex as an analogy again. It's a very sexy analogy, Mikey. Thanks, Mikey. Oh, I'm a child. I'm a fucking 9-year-old. Fucking shut up. I'm a fucking 9-year-old. I'm a fucking 9-year-old. Fucking see me, I'm a fucking 9-year-old, mate. Right. Yeah, imagine if that is always on at you. So I've often said before about how we create a lot of our subconscious by chucking shit in the trunk and burying it, and it becomes subconscious, and we hide it and all that. And it's sort of I was going to write a Facebook status: is there a semi-conscious? Because that's what it was about. It's like, that's kind of the sort of shit I mean. It's like almost subconscious, and mine's obviously massive because I had a lot to throw in there over the years, and now it's bleeding back into me. And I think, well, good. Because if it's shit like that, I just need to start commentating about how brilliantly I'm doing everything, surely. I just thought it was interesting that shit has just been like a, you know, when your phone's got loads of apps running in the background that you don't know about. My phone has had that app running with everything I think, do and say. Well, you like it, do you? You would. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of the times it has been conscious and I've noticed it. And I just thought, yeah. But that was like so almost fucking subconscious. And a lot of the time I've just described these weary feelings and sighs and all that, and think, yeah, anyone. That's the bit of me that's been experiencing all of this traumatic, constant bollocking over the fact that all I'm doing is tidying a few things away. And it's like, all right, fucking hell. All right, I'll do it. So no wonder I act like a fucking teenager. I talk to myself like I'm one. Oh dear. But you know, there is hope. There is hope and there is help. And I better shut up. But thanks for being interesting.